5 minutes with BJ Armstrong, Gerald Brown, the one and only champion, Mr. BJ Armstrong. 5 minutes with you, BJ. So as always, I'm gonna start the clock, and it's 5 minutes. BJ, we've seen the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've had some shaky losses. They're coming down the stretch. They're not looking really good. From your perspective of being a champion, are the Cavaliers in trouble, or are they just primarily bored and ready to get ready for the regular season, the real season?
Well, they're not in trouble, but certainly there's concern. I'm very concerned about them because you just don't turn it on and turn it off. I think they are a team that definitely have some holes in their armor. I think Coach Lou and the staff should be concerned. I don't think they're going to breeze through the playoffs like probably we all thought at the beginning of the season. I think they have to be prepared to go 6-7 games in every round. But I still think they are the team to beat. I think they still have the best player in the Eastern Conference, and I just think they're going to be a tough out. But I think there is reason for concern going forward as they head into the playoffs.
From your vantage point of being a champion, we're looking right now at the Cavaliers, and they're struggling. And as you mentioned, again, you don't think they'll breeze through the playoffs. But from your experience of being a champion, talk about not only your experience of being a champion, to come back after winning the championship, to have that same fuel and desire to go through the regular season and don't have any hiccups that really hinder what your ultimate goal is. And also, we're seeing what the Cavaliers going through. What are your thoughts on just really how do we now appreciate, or should we appreciate, what the Golden State Warriors did last year after winning the championship, coming back off of that and winning 73 games?
Well, I think what you should appreciate is the Golden State Warriors had a phenomenal regular season, like nothing we've ever seen in the NBA. This Cavaliers team is not a team that was put together for the regular season. This team was put together for the playoffs. The game is going to slow down. The game is going to be a little bit, more organized. It's going to be more physical. And this is a team that's primed and ready from a maturity standpoint to play in the playoffs. During the regular season, playing back-to-backs, playing, 3 games in 5 nights or 4 games in 5 nights, this team can't do that. But they are ready for the playoffs when you have a day in between rest, and they have enough depth. They have the experience. And they have players that can score the basketball in bunches, and Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, Kevin Love. So I look for them to really, in the playoffs, to be a different team, because that's what this team was built for.
We got about 2 minutes left. Final Four is this weekend. What are you excited about, and who's really caught your eye in these Final Four teams?
Well, Oregon's really caught my eye. This kid, Tyler Dorsey, has been playing terrific basketball from the guard position since he moved over from the 2 to the point guard position. I think the underdog, everyone's kind of rooting for Gonzaga. But you got to give this South Carolina team, I mean, it's like watching the old Arkansas Razorbacks play. It's 40 minutes of hell.
I thought you was gonna go back to the Sidney Moncrief days when they 40 minutes.
It's just a team that really gets after it on the defensive end. And of course, Carolina is Carolina, but I would love to see South Carolina pull this thing out. I mean, I just love the coach. I mean, his stare is enough to just grasp my attention. I can't stop watching him on the sideline. So, I mean, but the way they play, the toughness, how they get after it, and but these are all 4 good teams, and anything is possible, especially this time of the year.
Well, give me a prediction. I'm thinking I like South Carolina. I'm going for that. You know what? North Carolina is so tough, but you just never know. Give me a prediction. Who you got in the final championship game? Who wins it?
Well, I'm going to say North Carolina. They clearly, to me, have the best talent. So I'm going to go with the team that can, they got to win 2 games in this little mini tournament here in the Final Four. So I'm going to say North Carolina to win the whole thing.
And how much household chores do you do, BJ Armstrong, as an NBA champion, former NBA champion? How many household chores? Do you have your pick of the chores? In 40-some seconds, do you have your pick of the chores that you can and can't do?
Hey, Gerald, you know what? Just because you and I are the only one listening right now, if you want to have a happy life, Gerald, you better have a happy wife,
I understand
So
that.
the chores, I don't choose any of the chores. All I say is, yes, dear. I have a honey-do list, and I just want to be happy, Gerald. I get a chance to come on, have a good time with my friends, or you and I get a chance to talk. So I just get my list in the morning and do what I got to do.
Well, that was about wraps it up, B.J. Armstrong. That's 5 minutes with B.J. Armstrong. Gerald Brown, B.J. Armstrong. Peace.
Peace.